Today, some neighbors from Fruit Heights over in Davis County are filing a lawsuit against a developer, the city, and the state.
We remember how this all began. They claim a hillside development was allowed to move forward without proper oversight, leading to landslides in their backyards over the last 2 years. ABC4's Northern Utah correspondent Kay Gardner has the details.
Well, it's covered in snow right now. The part of the hillside you see behind me that's clear of brush is one of the landslides. And 3 of the homeowners who live in this neighborhood are worried that if development isn't stopped so that remediation can be done on the hillside and the surrounding areas, that this will continue to get worse and could take out their homes.
The whole hill's coming.
Dramatic video looking out from the back of the Tanner family home in May of 2024. One of their children cries, nervously watching the scene unfold.
My grandparents bought that property in World War II, and there's only ever been 2 events on that hillside that I've known about, and it was because the irrigation water from the orchards were left on.
Terry Smith says last week they had to dig an emergency trench after a storm caused water to gush down the hillside scar.
You want to talk anxiety? Every time it rains or snows.
The lawsuit claims this is being caused by a lack of proper oversight on the part of the developer, city, and state under the Sensitive Lands Evaluation and Development Standards Ordinance.
It requires careful planning. It requires enforcement of rules and regulations. And it requires this enforcement of rules and regulations to protect life and prevent damage to property.
They're asking a judge to put a pause on development.
The hillside has to be remediated and stabilized so you don't get what we have here on the stream.
If not, Sykes says it could be nearly impossible to sell the homes in the future.
You know, these folks have $1 million plus homes over there, you know, and to try to sell that now with a landslide in the background, it's not going to happen.
But the families say they just want to feel safe.
It's very frustrating. It's scary. Our kids are little, and one of the reasons that we bought the property was so that they could be out and playing outside.
Russ Tanner says this lawsuit is the last option.
We have too much invested in this, and it's too dangerous. It's, you know, in 23, Frank and Charlotte, you know, almost died.
I've reached out to both the city and the developer for comment. I'm waiting to hear back. Reporting from Fruit Heights, Kay Gardner, ABC4 News.